Hey, what's up? Just want to do one last video for before I call it a night, early morning. um, you know, whenever I hear black women talk about black men interracially dating, um, they seem almost irritated at that prospect, regardless of what they say. Whether they say, "Oh, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Love who you love." Blah blah blah. Yakety schmackety. Um, But something popped into my head while I was in the shower, and I just wanted to um, go over this real quick because I couldn't remember if my what I thought was correct, but it turned out to be. Now, you hear so many jokes cracked on by, Kanye West for dating Kim Kardashian and being in the sunken place and all this other shit. And I think what I'm going to call this Q's Corner video is that black women have been in the sunken place long before you, black man. You better understand. You better get it through your head. Um, Clearly, the sunken place ain't so bad, especially if they want to be there. Now, this is a young. He was a young boy at the time. He was beaten to death for allegedly whistling at a white woman, which I guess several years ago, the white woman came out and admitted that the whole story was fabricated. So he was a 14-year-old boy at the time. He basically died or was murdered and viciously um, dismembered for allegedly whistling at a white woman. This, however, is a black woman and a white man who decided they were going to fight the state of Virginia to be able to what we now call interracially marry, or was it miscegenation or something like that? They had a miscegenation law where you could not marry outside of your race. That was the rule. They fought. They won. What year does that say? Mm-hmm. What years does that say? Now you're probably saying, Q, what the hell is your point? Here's my point, and here's where I'm going with this. In 1955, this woman was well aware, and I'm sure heard all over the news back then, or the radio, or whatever they had for that day and time in the 60s, that this young man in 1955 had been beaten, viciously murdered, dismembered, thrown in a river, all over whistling at a white woman. Yet, it didn't deter her from marrying someone from that same race. I want you to think about this, black man. I want you to meditate on this video. I'm not even going to make this a long video. That's it. It's pretty much done. So if you want to exit out the video, you can, because I'm just going to blabber for the next 15 seconds. I want you black men to really realize this. They've been in the sunken place long before you. And clearly the sunken place ain't so bad if you're willing to take on a whole government to be able to marry someone who allegedly is your oppressor. And someone from that same very race whom beat to death a young 14-year-old and viciously dismembered him and discarded him like trash 12 years prior. Yeah. Good night.